What's going on, everybody? Eric Bourassa here, and today I want to teach you the first track from my favorite album of all time. That's right, it's Losing a Whole Year by Third Eye Blind. I first heard this album back when I was about 11 or 12 years old. I was in the 6th grade. It's the first compact disc CD I ever received. And I had listened to some things before that and some things after that, but nothing left the impression quite like this album did. And the way this album kicks off is awesome. Let's dive right in to kind of analyzing what Kevin Cadigan is doing. So first, we've got our guitar tuned pretty wackadoo. Check this out. Oh my goodness. So we've got F sharp, A, C sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and E. So the A and the E strings, we get to leave the same. But then the low E, you're tuning up a whole step to F sharp. Your D string, your 4th string, you're tuning down a half step to C sharp. And your 3rd string, G, you're tuning down to F sharp, a half step, and then your B string, you're tuning down 1.5 steps all the way to G sharp. So again, F sharp, A, C sharp, F sharp, G sharp, and E. Oh man, what a cool sound. And then you're gonna want probably like bridge pickup humbucker for this to most closely replicate the sound. Let's dive into the intro. We've got this. All right, so what's happening there is we have basically this shape where you're holding 7, 7, 8, 7, 8, and open. And that essentially creates an A chord. It's got a C sharp in the bass, so it's an A over C sharp, but it's basically an A chord harmony. And then when we move it down to the 2nd fret, we've basically got an E chord harmony. And then when we go up to 9, we essentially have a B chord harmony, okay? So it's really just you're doing like a 4-1-5 chord progression, okay? Pretty cool. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold this shape, that B chord, or that A chord, but leave off the pinky to start. And you got to use your index finger to hold down strings 6 and 5 together. So you got to bend that finger backwards like a banana, okay? So now we're going to start picking string 6, string 5, string 4, string 3. Then we're going to pluck string 2 open and hammer on to the 8th fret with the pinky. Leave it down, hit the 1st string open, and then back to 2nd string and 3rd string. And that hammer-on goes twice as fast. So everything is 8th notes. We're at roughly 90 beats per minute. So T, 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 ticky, T, T, T. So that hammer-on goes twice as fast. Slow, 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 slow. Faster, slow, slow, slow. Okay? Then we repeat the exact same thing, but starting at the 2nd and 3rd fret. Right? Now we slide, and I'm just realizing I probably should use a compressor for this. From there, after we pluck that 2, we slide up to the 9th fret, but leave your 3rd finger where it was, which is 1 fret higher. So you end up sliding up to 9 and 10. And as you're sliding, that ring finger will pick up that string noise of the 10th fret. Hold that 10 and 9 in place. Start plucking from 4, 4th string, 3rd string, open string, hammer on to 8, open string on the 1st, and then you're going to bring the pinky down on 10 on the 2nd string and hit that 2nd string, and then back to the 3rd string. So from the slide, then take the 1st finger, do that little half bar at 9. As soon as you get to the open second string, you need to remove that index finger to get ready to hammer on. Okay, so from the slide. Kind of tricky right there, but that's it. So here's that whole intro. It's hard to block those open strings when you lift off that index finger there at the end. So just be careful about that. Do the best you can. Let's see if we can get this a little cleaner. That's how I would do it. And then you're going to kick on the distortion and just play these as 8th note chords. Mostly just downstrokes. So that chorus is pretty easy. Once you kick on the distortion, you're just keeping that shape, moving from the A to the E to the B, right, at 7, 2, and 9. And then the verse, I didn't tab out because it's basically the same as the chorus, but we're going to get a clean sound, and you're going to do kind of like a funky rhythm, something sort of like this. So what am I doing there? I'm hitting the lower strings and then a little pause. So I'm going like down, pause, down, down, up, down, down, up. Down, pause, down, up, down, down. Something along those lines. As long as you kind of get the feel down, it doesn't have to be perfect. And exactly match it. As long as you get the feel and you fill the space. Okay, so then after the verse, we do another chorus, we do another verse, we do another chorus. Nothing really changes there. And it's perfection. Why would we need to? But then we get into the bridge at the 2-minute mark, which goes like this. Okay, so what's going on is we've got 3 with finger 2 on string 6, block the 5th string with that middle finger. Your ring finger, finger 3, will go on the 3rd fret of the 4th string. And then we got open 3rd string. Pinky is on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And you could also have the open 1st string. And you're just going to do down, up, down, right? So we're going to hit the 3rd fret 3 times. And then when you come back for this next upstroke, you're going to remove string 6, place on the 2nd fret, and do 3 more strums. So we've got 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2. And then for the last down, up, down, O, 2, O. 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, O, 2, O. And in the tab, it shows a blocked 5th string when you go to open, but really you're going to end up hitting that open. So not a big deal. The only difference is, so now we're in 5/8. You don't really need to worry about counting this, but you could 5/8 notes. So 1, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I can't even count it. I can count along with the recording, but not along with my playing. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I think if you just feel it, if you've listened to this album and this song as much as I have over the last, oh my gosh, 25 years, then you'll have no problem feeling it. So 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 0, 2, 0. 3, 3, 3, 2, 2, 2, 0, 2, 0, 0. And I like to kill it in between those last two. So karate chop, karate chop. You don't always have to do it. You could let it ring. I think it sounds cleaner though if you kill it in between. So you play through that twice, and then we get into the solo. So let me go from the bridge. Okay, so there's small variations that Kevin Cadigan does in this solo, but I would just play it the same way each time, and then once you feel comfortable with it, you could start messing around with some different things. All you want to do is you just need the 7, 8, and 8, so 7 on string 6, 8 on string 4, and then 8 on string 2. So you're going to hit each of those strings, and then we're going to grab the 7th fret on the 3rd string and release everything else. You're going to bend up a half step and return. So it's like you're going 7, 8, 7. That's the sound. And then hit the 8th fret on the 4th string, back to the 7 on the 3rd string, then back to the 8 on the 4th string, pull off to open, which is your transition to the next chord. That bend was too far. Now do the same thing at 2. And I'll tell you, sometimes I will, I'll go string 6, string 4, string 2 again, and then into the bend. But sometimes I'll go string 6, string 4, string 2, back to string 4 before going to string 3. It really doesn't matter that much, and it would probably behoove you to do it slightly differently each time. But so here it is, the way it's written. Or you could do really no difference, but as long as you get the timing of that, that's the most important thing. Okay, so we just play through the solo once, then we're back to another verse, another chorus, and then we hit the bridge again at 3:02. And then at 3:09, we do our final bridge, and we add another guitar on top, up an octave, starting at 15. So this is kind of tricky, right? Because you got, just like before, you had fingers 2, 3, and 4 on 3, 3, and 3. Now we're on 15, 15, and 15. With open strings, if you can get them, kind of doesn't matter that much. So we go 15, 14, 12, 14, 12. And then 15, 14, 12, 14, 12, 12, 15. And then if you can, on the last 2 hits, bar 12 and keep those 15s there. You got to change your hand position a little, and that's kind of the final hits, the final 2 hits there. So here's that whole outro bridge. I may have added an extra beat in there, but you get the idea. So cool. All right, you guys, so that's Losing a Whole Year by Third Eye Blind. I love this song. I love this album. Let me know in the comments below. Have you tried to play this song before with little to no success, or have you successfully learned how to play it? How is it for you with all the crazy tunings that you get when you're doing Third Eye Blind songs? I have a lot of fun with it, but it would be challenging to play all these songs back to back. I do know that Kevin, when he formed XEB with Orion and Tony, they did their XEB tour, and they came to Dallas, and I asked Kevin, I was like, dude, how did you do that entire album, all the songs back to back? It was like the 20th anniversary, and and he said, well, I have a pedal that, or may have been built into his guitar, some kind of processor that digitally changes the tuning. So kind of like if you have a whammy pedal, you can set it to be tuned a certain way, so your strings aren't actually detuned, but it processes with a detuned sound. And so that's how he was able to do all these songs back to back with just one guitar. So all the tunings were preset ahead of time. And that is for sure what I would have to do if I was playing in like a Third Eye Blind cover band. Anyway, if you guys dig this, if you like Third Eye Blind, if you like late 90s guitar playing, you like guitar stuff in general, gear reviews, like and subscribe, stick around for more. If you need extra help with this, you can find me at Eric at FortWorthMusicAcademy.com, or you can visit my music school's website, FortWorthMusicAcademy.com, where you can sign up for private lessons in person in the Dallas-Fort Worth area or through Zoom online anywhere in the world. All right, you guys, I will see you in the next times.